found no collusion whatsoever with Russia. The reason they found it is there was no collusion at all.
In the late 1960s and early 1970s, America underwent two major political scandals. The first was a scandal called the Pentagon Papers. Based on a 20-year study by the Defense Department on Vietnam, after the papers were revealed in media reports, it became clear the Johnson administration systematically lied, not only to the public, but also to Congress about the U.S. military role there. The second scandal was nicknamed Watergate. It involved a break-in at the headquarters of the Democratic National Committee, which was located at the Watergate Hotel in Washington, D.C. The break-in was eventually linked to the administration of Republican President Richard Nixon. As Nixon resisted congressional investigations into the scandal, the country lurched toward a constitutional crisis. When all was said and done, 69 people were indicted. 48 were found guilty, many of who were top Nixon administration officials. The president, fearing impeachment, resigned from office August 9, 1974. For decades, these two scandals stood as the most serious in the history of our country. But over the past year, another scandal of an even greater magnitude has begun to unfold. This scandal involves the administration of President Barack Obama.
But there's something on that person, maybe religion, maybe it says he's a Muslim, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want that, or he may not have one. But I will tell you this, if he wasn't born in this country, it's one of the great scams of all time.
Absolutely.
But what makes this scandal even bigger is that it extends beyond the president's inner circle. Unlike in the Johnson and Nixon-era scandals, this one involves the utter politicizing of our country's top law enforcement authorities, the FBI and the Department of Justice. Together, and with the likely help and knowledge of Obama, they worked to ensnare a presidential candidate they considered to be an outsider, an enemy of the established political order, a buffoonish interloper, Donald J. Trump, from assuming his rightful, duly elected place in the Oval Office.
Make America great again.
When Trump declared his candidacy in June 2015, no one took him seriously. But then something happened. By August of 2015, Trump had lurched ahead in the polls, outpacing 16 other candidates, most of whom had years of political experience. By early 2016, Trump began to emerge as the GOP candidate to beat. He began winning one primary after another, after another, after another.
John, Senator Cruz, pick from the buffet there.
He's a nasty guy.
As more and more Republican hopefuls dropped out of the race, Trump's popularity surged. He began drawing tens of thousands of supporters to his political rallies.
Show him how many people come to these rallies. Turn them. Go ahead, turn them. Go ahead.
Opposing him would be the Democrats' hand-picked successor to President Obama, Hillary Clinton, for what they essentially considered a coronation, not simply as Obama's successor, but the first woman president who was finally ready, after years of unfair delays and disruptions, to take her rightful place as head of the free world.
NBC News is now declaring Hillary Clinton the presumptive Democratic nominee.
The next president of the United States.
No way in the world was any Republican nominee going to beat her, especially someone named Donald Trump. At first, the Clinton campaign and the deep state wrote off Trump as a carnival act and a political sideshow.